quick.
Yeah.
It's going.
Hello, hello. Welcome on That Smoke Show.
There we go. We're here. Yep, we're live. Welcome back, Evil.
Welcome back, man. We had a nice chat just before starting. I guess we're gonna start with some great news from India. If you want to show it again, Patent. Well, it's not a great one, but it's impressive.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Could you put it again, Steve?
So,
The stuff you about with the elephant that you just shown.
well, I don't know if that'll get us struck or not. I can put it up, but it might.
I really don't know. I really don't know. Is that normal? We don't have a side chat
What's that chat? Oh, on
on
the
YouTube?
shit. Did they fucking do a YouTube update or something then? Did we need to fucking we had to reopen it one time. Remember? Um, hmm,
I don't know. I just open it and I don't see a side chat.
hold on. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe,
I like
maybe
the
not.
insight of some of our viewer.
There we go.
I do.
Yeah, what the hell? I don't see chat.
Yeah, that's what I just say. Yeah.
Your chat feature has been taken.
Think so. This happened to us once before, didn't it?
Yeah, I
Slack
believe
channel?
so. We had to go in and turn it on somewhere, and I can't remember what the fuck we
Was
had
it
to
Oh
do.
something with
yeah.
the 18 plus? Like you need to claim it on 18 plus, and no kids can
Hmm.
see your stuff.
Well, let me see.
We'll see what happened.
We'll get it sorted.
Yeah.
I don't
At
remember
least
how.
by the next time that we do a show, we'll be able to fix it back, I guess. I know what have
Oh
happened.
no, we fixed it last time, like mid
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, I remember.
Um,
I don't know. I had an update on my laptop of different stuff, and at one point I had like the old Outlook stuff for the email, and when they've have re-updated everything, they've put me on the new Outlook, and I was looking at it like, whoa, I'm getting lost right now. Wait a minute. Uh, there's a lot more option, but it's different. Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna get anyone to join us tonight, but there was a lot of people that we tried to join, and they were just not answering, or they were working, or whatever the reason they had that it's legitimate. It's cool.
Comments on channel.
what the hell? It says live chat's on.
Yeah.
I refresh the page to see if it come back. We get it now.
Said it was yeah, it should be on. You got it?
Yeah, yeah, we got it now. So when people are gonna join, they can say hello and say how much we suck tonight.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I got it now. There we go.
See,
That was
you're a
weird.
magician, man. You're able to fix stuff.
I didn't do a damn thing.
Oh,
I went to the settings, it was already open, and I just refreshed the page. That was it. I don't know.
hmm.
It was possessed. That
There's a ghost on YouTube, dude. It's funny, man.
Ghosts of YouTube past.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
well, what's new in weed? You hear anything interesting? What?
Well, I'm sober and I don't remember. So
Uh.
I'll blame it on myself, that one.
That kind of sucks.
I know that I've picked some stuff the last time, so I go look on a couple things that I've saved, and we'll see what kind of funny news. But we had that elephant stuff that was quite impressive that you've shown, Steve. Um, where's my bookmark? Last time, so I go look on a couple things that I've saved.
I posted.
We'll see what kind of funny news. But we had that elephant stuff that was quite impressive that you've shown, Steve. I have some background. Is it just fucking show?
Somebody's got the background.
No, it's not me. Okay, maybe Steve.
Don't think it was. It must have
Um. Shit, I had something. I just forgot. Oh, it's just that it's Croptober. That's cool. Sorry, I've been busy with like baby stuff and work and mostly that.
So what I've saved, man, I'm so confused sometimes that I forget what I'm saving in the week for that. Oh, okay, I got one. I've give you the link, but yeah, I'll put it again in the site chat. I don't know if, yeah, well, I could just share it. So I was watching Matt Riot show at one point, and he was talking about the story of Mad Jag. And
Yep.
if some people sometimes doubt of how old the skunk is or some story about it, well, maddjag.com, he have his website, and there is some of the, I don't know if I can put it on the side maybe and share the screen. Share screen. Okay, so there we go. So that's the Mad Jag. That's one of the old school grower in California. What I found really interesting is that when I was looking at that one, I've seen Vietnam Black cross with Kandahar Thai, cross with Panama, cross with Manga Rosa. And when you look at the shout out, whatever by who, long-term California grower and fellow from ET gifted me with a very special hybrid composite of genetic carefully archived and tended over a decade by various well-known cannabis growers. Zamelito, Coot, and the Brotherhood of the Eternal Love need no introduction when it comes to great weed. All of these growers mentioned have been an integral part of the old school grower scene in Cali and neighboring state. So that's really an hybrid with the one and some nice tropical stuff. So that one is Manga Rosa of their plantation. You don't have a picture of the one, but we've shown it on the show before. And Mad Jag is one of them that had, I don't remember exactly where is in this thing, but the Mad Jag Chronicle, is it in there? I don't remember, but it's a really nice website to look into old school stuff. Oh, there you go. Sacred Seeds Skunk number 1. Wait a minute. Did I click the right thing? Okay, there you go. So, kind thank to Sam Skunkman and Robert Cannell Clark for facilitating a worldwide mind-altering shift in cannabis breeding. So great that no one could have guessed how far-reaching its consequence would come. I'm guessing some of the greener one may be the skunk one, or maybe it's a full patch of skunk one, but it's skunk one in 78. that he had. And oh, anyway, so you have all the description about that, and I don't know if we can see on that page, but I was scrolling into his thing, and he had the original pack of it, and
Yeah.
the reason why he had it delivered by Robert himself was that he was the best client, buying 3,000 seeds of the skunk one in '78, and he was growing in Mad Jag Canyon, and he have all the type of story that some people that like the old school stuff that maybe. Um, oh yeah, there you go, skunk, the gallery of '78. You have a nice patch over there. I remember looking at the podcast of Matt Riot and being really, yeah, enjoying the fact that you had all those story that sometimes there is absolutely no proof left of about those stuff, and you think that people are making it up or whatever. And well, it's not the made up things when you start to look at that, because that picture, I've seen it before in high time and all that thing. And when you start to dig, well, that was Matt Jag that did it, the picture. And when you look in it, there's a Matt Jag Hawaiian, lightly seeded, 75 by ounce, 1,000 by pound. Matt Jag similar Colombian stock, Killer Purple, 2,000 by pound. I don't know if you got some others, but I found it really funny to find a Metaqualon do-it-yourself lewd, 500 to 750 an ounce of it. I was like, oh, Quaalude, it's been a really long time I've not heard of it. So if anyone have had some old iTime, there was a trans high market quotation. You were able to get an idea of what was the retail price and by ounce and by pound back then. I'm not sure if it's on that page that you have the maybe not that one, but you see the pack of skunk one of sacred seeds back then, but it's not really important. So madjag.com, guys, go look at it if you want a taste of old school. Really interesting. That's one of my finding that I don't know. I was like, wait a minute, I remember Mad Jag. Let's go look at it. And then yeah, when I've
It's
seen
the
kinda
same
hard
one.
tie.
It's not just somebody. It's the same one.
Yeah, it's really the guy. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because the reason why I found that is that I've looked at the podcast of Matt Riot. You can find him a show with Matt Jag on it, and you see his face, everything. But the reason is that I was talking in the chat of Bubble Man and being, hey dude, I guess Matt Jag could be fun to invite, and he was like, can you reach that guy? Because he knew who it was. And couple of weeks after, I'm like, hey, you know what? I think Coot could be a good one to add. And Bubbleman was like, I don't remember Coot. I'm like, the guy of the soil mix, whatever. Yeah, he maybe I could reach him. We'll see if you want to be there, because Sam Skunkman is always on well, pretty much always lately on the show with Bubbleman.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the relationship of Coot and Sam. Well, David, in fact, I will give the real name. It's
No,
David,
Coot thinks he's he thinks he was a rat for the feds.
but he's not. But anyway,
No,
we
you don't think so?
no, he's not.
He just stayed out of trouble a long time.
No, I know exactly why you think that. Maybe you have other insight, but yeah, okay. David have been closer to the pharmaceutical and stuff like that than some other people.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you start to dig the real deal info and the real paperwork and all that, there's different things than what people have found years ago. And the reason is that Neville was at war with David for a long time because he was thinking that he had involvement in the fact that he's been boss. But when the whole thing came out, who have sold him and the whole story behind it, it got absolutely no link with Sam or David, whatever you call him, right? So yeah, I mean, something have to be clear before other people die and it get forget in history. But Neville died without knowing the full things. But when he died, everything would have been released about that. Because after a while, I think it's after 25 years or something like that, they release stuff. And sometime when the main people involved get uh, the seeds, and you're able to find back. So my interest with history have made me dig into that, and I have to be honest perfectly that I was thinking that Neville was right on a lot of things, but he did not know how wrong he was, and maybe they had other conflict about other stuff, but David is in peace with that, and he've explained a couple of those things that he understand also why. Because when you got absolutely no proof, you can just be upset and continue to be upset all your life, and that's what have happened with Neville about it. So it's a bit sad for that. But I will go to the defense of David, saying that I don't think he had an involvement directly with anything that's with the reason why Neville have been boss and I had to sold the castle to Ben. So when I don't know if I don't know for the story with Ben Drunker itself, but when I've seen the deal and how it went, and if Neville have been kind of forced to sell the castle, I was a bit pissed off about Ben. Yeah, I don't have any personal link with it. I was just reading stuff and seeing that I would not attribute that much goodness to Ben Drunker beside okay, yeah, he did good things. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he did good things, right? So we have to be sure that what you did good, you're, it's, you would take it in account, but all the cannabis museum and all that. But if you look at Sunset Seeds just after Neville have sold, and when you look at the story of the strange Jackover and how shady it is, but we pretty much know that it's the pedigree. I won't go into that, but we pretty much sure it could be this or that. But which kind of selection, what it was looking, which bag of seeds, there's a bit of blur into that. But Jackaroo, the strain, was something that I remember super well. I've smoked it, I've seen it, all that thing. It was really nice back then. Uh, um, but it was really diverse phenotype, and when you were digging a bit into those pack back then, or seeing a lot of original clone of Jackaroo of the late 90s, you were able to be like, wait a minute, that one look a bit like skunk. Yes, that one have a bit more northern light. Oh, that one is a bit more A's. So kind of know it's those three in it. You may not be sure of that, but what it looked like, and when you look at how those strains are by themselves, you may not know exactly how they combine when you cross everything and which kind of combination exactly that have been done. But when you go on Mr. Nice, the seed bank, Mr. Nice, well, they have Angel Breath and other strain that have a different way to their composition, but they still use it. Or sometimes it's an Afghani instead of the Northern Light that they've used it for making their hybrid. And you, you see different type of expression, but you see the redundance of combination that it can throw out with those things. So with some people, it may be a bit more interesting to go dig toward that. I've heard some good news about a new line that syntheses were coming out, but one guy that I've talked with a couple of years ago, he was showing me how they had a lot of different things on the old school stuff, and it made me remember, when the white label came out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when that's when Ben was a bit pissed off that everyone was trying to copy the strain of everyone. So he decided to do another company that was white label, like pretty clear what he's doing. So he had White Widow, this and that. So everyone that I've known about Bug, and when he bought the seeds of it's kind of, was it the bubblegum line, whatever, by them? Well, that's when he started to dig into that and continue his work from that line breeding, back crossing what he liked most, and fixing this and that, and
Now, do you
it
know
was
the
from white label.
do you know the bubblegum story? Because apparently the real bubblegum was like was a really good, real good smelling bubble gum
Yeah,
that was passed around in Holland, but then
it been bring by a guy in Holland to Adam Dunn.
yeah,
And
and
Adam Dunn
then
was working with Simon of Serious Seeds back then. They had a company together, if I remember. And
it got
they
stolen
did
from them.
different, they took different mail to do their things. I remember smoking the two different version, and that's why, well, I've also smoked the Bug one, and I'm a bit more inclined to say that Bug had a really good one. Uh, and way more cheaper, and some of there were a bit like some of them were a bit mids, but good commercial cropper, good effect. Not maybe the strongest thing around, but it was Bug had a really nice line from it. Bug was friend with Subcool. They were sharing the same table. Uh, Bug Bushy Grower, if people want to dig on it, a really nice man that is no longer with us. So the Adam Dunn had went a bit more on the indica side with his combination of it, and they've been a bust and all that thing. So they've been able to kind of, oh, there's a, when they chop the plant and there's some bottom branch, whatever, that come out of it, and Adam have been able to get back the clone of it that they were using. So yeah, Simon went another way. Salmon stuff had that euphoric effect also, but the morphology of the plant was different, way different. Um, oh, it's a fucking long time ago, those things, but I've talked with Bug. I've called him a couple of times, and just I've never buy it. I had one of my friend buying from him, and I wanted to dig a bit about that, and I've end up knowing about those things. But it's 20 years ago, so just to make a line, a frame line, it's around 2001, 2004, around those time.
It's your average American bakery gun store.
Can you get a file in the French bread? Yeah, I've watched a lot of Dalton, so I want a file in the French bread.
Got an AR and a croissant,
Air in the croissant. I think you have
That's
a
about as
really big
American as you
croissant.
can get. That's American croissant.
The AR is good to shoot in the corner because you have the angle of the croissant. Could be that. Yeah. But bubblegum, you made me think that uh, I had still good memory of it, but there was some variation depending on from who you were taking it from. Normally, a good growing plant with a more sweet smell. It was the time when people wanted to go away from the reeky stuff, and some of my friends back then, or the commercial things that you were able to buy, there was a lot of bubble gum because of that. It was still, I don't remember from who it was that it was growing that well outdoor, but it was something like early mid-October crop and very big plant, good chunky bud, not super dense flower, but kind of chunky. But what I remember is that bubblegummy smell and the euphoric effect. So that's the kind of thing we're smoking in the afternoon and having fun with friends, and you won't go to take a nap. So that's what I remember of it. But in 2005, all those things have kind of got gone on my side. So 2004, 2005, everything got seized. So I cannot get back into it. So go dig in your friend's stash. I cannot help you. Yeah. Yeah, could have his name and yeah, even the oldest guy still still use some of the genetic that have stuff that could have share on with this Kandahar tie. So that one with Mad Dog, I think it's made it, I'm more stoked on it than trying to think at the bubblegum. If I had to go for a strain, having tried both, uh, I will vouch for the one. Not as tasty than the bubblegum, but it have a nice taste. It have a nice effect. The plant are way more chunky nog, and nah, it's just better overall. So maybe you can come. Uh, maybe you have to say that it's maybe not the strongest tasting thing, but dude, do you enjoy a good nice plant with a nice effect, or do you want absolutely to have a more euphoric effect and the bubble gummy taste? Maybe. Well, we were joking because my friend was gay and we're saying that his bubble gum was a girly weed. But it was more a joke between each other because we're like, oh, it's bubble gums. It's more like it's not as virile. It's not as manly stuff to have a bubble gummy smell. But we're just picking each other all the time, so it's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much my rant about those trains tonight, and I have to mention a band. Everyone know about Ned Flanders in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Well, there's a band
I
called
need.
Oakley Dokley.
Yeah, I know about them.
They are good. Oakley Dokley. Yeah, they are a good band. And that's one of those things that I've saved that if anyone want to get some good, I think it's more metal music, I would say. I don't know how to qualify it. But Oakley Dokley, if you want to listen at something funny with everyone that look like Ned Flanders. yeah, maybe 8 years ago that they did a big hit on internet with that. So I was digging an old band the other day and I was like, holy shit, that one worth to mention. I don't know if you went the other day on the scientists build a robot that is part fungus, part machine on CNN. No?
No,
Oh,
no.
I've saved that link. What they say about it? Holy crap. Okay. So the researcher have harnessed the electrical
That can
signals.
that candy bar one. I was just looking at that one. That one looks really good. Vietnamese, Panama, Thailand, Kandahar, Afghan, and there's one more thing in it. Brazil.
Yeah, the Maria, whatever. Is it Santa Maria?
I
Damn it.
guess I
I've
don't
just
know.
read it a couple of minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Mad Dog. I don't know if where you can get those seeds, but that's the current stuff that he was talking that he had. So yeah,
Look at that picture over on the side there. Look at that bud shot. That looks good over there.
where have freaking put my windows? Oh, there. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, man, the candy bar. That's the one that I sent you the link the other day because I was like, hey, look at that.
Nice.
I wasn't expecting to look
Oh, was that
at
a
it.
Philos logo at the bottom of the page?
Uh, shh, shh, mention it. Yeah, yeah, it is.
Ah, ah, god damn.
Hey, I played on guilty. Mad Jag, what you did? Yeah, yeah. Man, when they came out, Philos, people were having a good of a lot of hope toward the the info that we could get with it. But the more I was looking at it, the less I was finding it that pertinent to what they were giving as info. But what made me really pissed off is all the thing that some people were not expecting. To me, was more like and if identify a trait, how you can I would say, what are the nice strain, what they have in it as characteristic, how different they can be, what is really popular in the market, why that strain or that strain is growing well, or what make them. I don't know if I explained it well, but there's a lot more info and data that they've collected than what they were presenting on their page, and that's what they've sold, gang of asshole. So yeah. People were not expecting how fucking fiasco it could have been. I wish they would never had a Philos thing, but because I was listening to Camera and he's playing with that kind of thing now, you know, with the good info that people wanted to have. But if you're really into genetic, go study that. If you can afford to go to college and university, go through that and you will learn some tool that people did not had or were barely dreaming in the end of 90s. But some people were like, yeah, but I guess if we take that path instead of that path. But the genetic have made a long way since 25 years. Because when I was looking in a magazine where when uh, Brother Steve was in Switzerland, he was talking about some things he wanted to do, like the kind of encapsulate tissue culture. And well, the technology is available now. You can even make it at home. I mean, if you have a flow hood and a nice place to do your all clean, you can do it. I mean, there was someone on Smart Poker, Rosciante, that was talking about that tonight. So yeah, if anyone looking at the show, Smart Poker, nice show, or no, same day than us. I think he's 2 or 3 times a week that he's doing it. Uh, Friendly show, more open panel. You can you share his StreamYard link that you can go on the panel and show your things if you want. A bunch of friendly people.
Big up, Canada.
What was cracking, fellas?
Hey
Not much,
man,
man. Long time no see.
Yeah, man.
happy to see you. I wasn't sure if you were able you were to show up with our friend. How, what's the name that he used? I'm always confused. He have two names that you told me. The one we were talking together last week. Oh, you're still muted. Okay.
My bad, my bad. That's Seed Skunk.
Seeds guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, nice guy. Yeah. I was talking too much. He went out of the conversation when we're talking together.
Yeah, he gotta get he's a cook for a dorm and shit, so he gotta get to work early, so he had to cut out.
Okay. At least it wasn't too much of me. But I still play guilty on that one. Yeah. I don't know if you've catched the Mad Jag website that I was sharing earlier, but if you it worth a look on that thing if you want to look at old school picture of early 80s and end of 70s and first. At least it's the oldest skunk picture by a customer that I've seen is by Mad Jag. Even if I'm not a huge fan of skunk in general, skunk is one of those great strains in the world. That made its mark.
Right.
Uh, Everyone that is complaining about the roadkill skunk and blah blah blah, I got the real skunk and this and that. I got real skunk in my driveway pretty much each week that make a piece. So if you want really a real skunk, I can give you one, okay? But if you want the real skunk of back then, it was before it being select for lower smell and nicer effect the from what David was enjoying. So the more roadkill stuff was really different. It's from the same seeds, but it's before it get kind of select out of the gene pool. So you just need to look at some of the older line from it. And oh man, I have to mention that Blue Sky Vienna bullshit, dude. I'll do it online. I'll say bullshit. I've seen plant of this thing and it looked like a super skunk or things like that. It's not. Okay, it's maybe a skunk. Okay, but it's not the old school roadkill stuff. It's bullshit, man. If he would be in
Right.
front of me, I will tell him in his face. But I don't want to meet the guy anyway. If you want to meet me, I don't care. I'll say the same in front of him. Bullshit. Stop trying to ride the horse of
Yeah,
someone else.
he's definitely a fucking swagger jacker. Anyways, he's totally, and even he said he got his seeds from, who did he say he got them from? It was the fuck was that guy's name over in fucking England that he got the seeds from? And then the guy said he never even heard of fucking Vienna, Blue Sky Vienna.
Yeah, and you know what? When I went to look at this YouTube, he's just whining all the time and having some weird conspiracy. Man, I'm talking about conspiracy and making fun of it most of the time. I'm not saying there's no truth in some of those conspiracy, but I'm going into that for distraction, not for truth. And that guy was taking some link with stuff that had no freaking link with reality. And I was like, man, that guy is mad. I don't know what he's doing. I guess the weed he's smoking make him paranoid, or maybe he's drinking too much Red Bull. I don't know, man. But we're not on the same page, I guess. I prefer to go look at the guy that did this and that, and try to trace the guy and talk with them. Guys, if you know how easy it is, sometimes you would be surprised. Can talk with a lot of those guys. So if anyone have questions for Kenetai about this thing, he's still alive, guys. Ask him.
What's that? Ask about what?
If anyone want to ask anything about you, you're there. You're alive. There's no legend to make about you, right? You're the legend. You're here with us, so we can ask you anything about those genetic that you're coming out. I've always enjoyed the view of your wife and you on the Thai genetic, because there was a lot of story about it, but not that many people were going there for a long time.
Yeah, I've been just kind of staying on the low, man. I tell you, man, this algorithm stuff and the AI, whatever it's you can't really share too much stuff. And I found out from teammates that basically I'm shadow banned on like 3 platforms, like legitly on Facebook, IG, and YouTube. Is basically I'm just shadow banned. So no, it doesn't matter what I share. There's a chance that it'll get taken down, and there's even a better chance it's not going to be seen by anybody anyway. So but on the DL, just sticking to what I'm doing here, working on hunting this next round, this freak round, and doing feminized freak because it's like I say, I always say it's one of the worst male to female ratio cultivars there is. So it just makes sense to do a fem run with these, you know.
Yeah. By the way, the shadow ban subject. I see stuff from your wife, not from you anymore. So
Yeah,
you
you
may
don't
be
see
right.
no, it doesn't go out. I mean, I didn't even know it until my teammate Shire in New York, he searched Facebook and I even screenshotted. I couldn't believe it. He says, "Look at when you search canatized seeds, it comes up that tells people to report this account for drug activity."
Is cannabis is it a drug?
That's what I'm saying, dude. I thought it was like a natural fucking healing plant, and then another buddy of mine, Seed Skunk, actually, he searched. He asked me about a YouTube channel. I said, "Yeah, I've had one for a long time, but if I post anything that has a cannabis leaf in it or a plant or anything, they immediately take it down." I mean, you got people on there doing shows of indoor stuff, outdoor stuff, people doing hunting land race and Afghan and Paki all on there, and they have no problems. But I think it's my email, man. It's the only thing I can think of is it's either my device is recognized, and I don't know. Like I don't know how it works, dude. I'm a dinosaur in this digital world, so I really don't care. I just if I got teammates in the States that want to help with the gear and all that kind of stuff, that's all I really need anyways. I don't need to, it's nice to be able to share stuff because people want to see stuff, but they actually have to like find me and then they DM me because they don't see anything. So it's all good.
Yeah, that's a good thing we have you with us tonight, because that's one of the things that if you would not tell about it, we would not know why the hell we cannot find you anymore. So yeah, man. The other day I was trying to find back Shire Seeds, and I don't know. I was just not scrolling down enough in the link and seeing, because Shire Seeds is the place where getting your seeds in USA.
Yeah. Shireseeds.com. And yeah, that's he actually made a new bundle. I guess there's a new bundle he whipped up on there, and that's the best place to go. And there's more stuff coming in the future for sure. And I believe Seed Skunk he'll be able to have some gear as well coming up. Because like I said, those are and Potent as well. Potent's got packs. I believe he's got some heirloom packs.
Yep. Still got some available.
Yeah. So guys, look at that, man. There's freak show Thai stuff. Some I don't know. Did you still have the coffin candy things that you did?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a little bit of those. I don't have a lot. I got a few because there's guys there from Amsterdam that I went and did the whip up for. That he kicked down like the single ones and a few of the other ones, but the ones that were like he kind of did for himself, like the Gasper time. What was the Coffin OZ was the reversal. So I got like a little bit of that lemon orange whipped up with that, the Gasper, a little bit of the Skittles number 5, which was I believe was the banger. What else? The ice
You had
cream
a freak
cake.
show in the room of it. Did you add seeds of that?
Yeah, and then that was he actually gave me all those because I had them and I was like, oh, dude, I forgot I fucking brought those things. I said I could send them all to you, really, because I mean I've got loads of freak show hybrids, not too many fem like that, and not whipped up with that. But I told him I don't need them, and he's like, nah, dude, you can keep it because there wasn't that many. It was probably like maybe I don't know, probably 100 beans off each one, off the final freak and the freakazoid V2. There was only about maybe 100 of each, if that. There wasn't that many because those are small plants. They were put in. They didn't have as much time as the veg as the rest of the room, so they weren't that big. They were just he decided to throw them in at the last second, kind of thing.
I don't know how much of the freak trait you could get off of them, but from what I've seen of people playing with the freak, if you pop enough of the F1, some of the cross you may do may be dominant on part of the population that you start to see that trait. So if someone self again some of those that may be more freak, you'll end up with a lot more freak expression, maybe another smell or maybe another morphology because of the other things. But it worked to dig from it, I guess, and self it again with those that like it. Yeah. It could be interesting to see what else you're gonna get in the next few months. I was surprised. Did your wife have shown the greenhouse lately full of flower? I was like, wait a minute, it's been what 3-4 months you've come back in the 4 months that you came back in the village, and you always had already had a
Yeah,
greenhouse
no,
with flower.
she's showing videos from last year because she's just telling people that that's on Facebook that we're back home now. So
Okay, okay.
and showing the structures and everything that's basically the beans are here. We're back and on a reset. But I mean, she must have started a couple hundred Buddhist fuel out there because my buddy um ran those in Cali last year, and I think he used 50-gallon smart pots outdoor, and those things were huge, man. And some were like 8, 10, 12 foot tall, and they all finished before the frost came. So even though it's the Buddha Thai Massive was the father, uh, having that OG blood and freak show on the other side, the freaky fuel, they finished out every phenotype too. I mean, so like even the ones that were leaning towards the heirloom side still made it before the frost.
Yeah, I've saved something from a teammate. I don't know if I could show the whole thing. Could I
And it's
just?
crazy actually out here. We got one. I mean, there's a lot of the shredded leaf between the Buddhist fuel, which is the freaky fuel, which is OG Kush Freak Show. And that was a feminized thing I did. So I reversed my OG to an S1. I knocked some of that pollen on a freak show. And then ran I think we got 25. And out of the 25 that were out there, four of them were like four of them were like what was up. I mean, that's what I pulled out. And I did 3 outdoor with the Budo tie, and the other one I brought inside and hit with a nasty male I had actually from Toad of the NorCal Boneyards, which was that one hitter quitter male, which became the App Gas or AKA Keister Kush. And I got buddies running that in the States right now, and they're digging that. They said it's nasty.
Yeah, the flower were chunky on those that you talk about. Like it doesn't look like the frame of the plant was looking like the Buddha massive, but the flower were chunky on it. They were not
Yeah.
like yeah, they were really
That's what my
chunky.
buddy said in Cali. He said the productive side was fucking mid to high yield outdoor, in California for the fall or whatever, the fall run. And he says that there was there was chirp profiles that varied. Some were fucking brought that heat from the OG blood, and then some were obviously more of had a fruit thing from the Buddha Thai Massive, or the freak show also brings kind of fruity candy stuff.
That's great. I got we got a guy in Canada that made a cross with a freak show and what was the thing? It was a blue dream and snow lotus that he used on the other side to make his freak show hybrid, and he end up crossing it with a Chernobyl. Where's the screenshot? I'll go on screenshot and show what you've got from it. He said, oh, there was a seed coming out from his compost, whatever, from last year, and when he saw it growing, he was like, I cannot deny it's Chernobyl, the cross of it. So
Word.
to so that's am I on the yeah, okay, I'm on the screen
Yeah, you're
share.
on.
That's the one I'm talking about. He was like, dude, look at that. He said the smell was surely that citrusy. He called it gas. I don't know if they have like a piney ashes smell. Not deep ashes, but I don't know. It have that Chernobyl smell into it, and it it have shaved 2 weeks to the flowering time. So
Nice.
that's before he cut it, and that plant was like 8 tall, something like that. A real
Nice.
huge plant, man. So maybe not super huge flower because the Chernobyl wasn't the most productive thing that you could get, but the effect and taste really there. And he said the same thing than you. Even if you cross with something else that is more longer flowering, because some of in the Chernobyl was 11 week, 9 to 11 week in general. And he said, well, now the mature well outdoor. So I guess he's gonna continue to dig into that or keep a clone, whatever. But it's just his personal stash. You won't get seeds of it unless maybe he made you, whatever. I don't know. I don't
Well,
know
like
his part.
on the freak show pack, I mean, it said 65 days, but I believe there are some that could be finished within 65 days, but I believe that can stretch out to about 75 days from what I've seen.
Yeah, but they trigger earlier than some of the other variety, and that's what is important. People think about flowering time. Flowering time doesn't mean much over here. What we want to know is when they trigger.
Right.
Because if they don't trigger in time, I don't care that it's 65 day. It can start in September, right? Because I remember the Kelly Mist was 8, 10 feet tall in September and just starting to do those cotton ball, just starting to have pre-flower, and
Right.
you were not able to do anything but
Right.
get seeds of the Kelly Mist outdoor over here. You know,
We've had
you
an
did
attack
not have the flower.
the volume.
So yeah, man. So some people down south may not understand how it's important to have a plant that react well to, because over here in 21 of June you have 16 hours of light. So the more north you are, the different will be how the hours of light go down, but it go drastically way down in hours
In
of light
temperature.
the more you go
Yeah.
up north.
Right.
So you have to be careful about that kind of thing. I use it to note. I still have some note of back then that if the plant wasn't triggering by the first week of August, you got the late harvest, mid-October to October. So it was
Right.
really important to get a plant that start to show its sex end of July and really go in flower in August, and then you were more on the safe side. So all the early variety were starting to flower pretty much a month after the the 16 hours of light that we have here. So it was really more about that. The Durban back then, the per
Right.
Durban. Uh, there was still some people that had it before people had it in Holland that get crossed with a skunk over there, if I remember. And some of the seed company, at least in Holland, have crossed it with a skunk. The skunk triggered too late for most of them, but the old school skunk that people had here was triggering more early. Maybe it been adapted and people have select for, but yeah, it was really really important for that with that Durban because it was triggering really early and you were able to harvest it and full mature by I think it was end of September. It was fully mature. But the Durban wasn't a short flowering thing. I think it was a good 10 week and more.
Right.
So, I remember that smell of the Durban and the kind of pinkish pistil on some of them. It was more of a daytime stuff, but and I would have preferred to get some Durban than having hype stuff of today that won't flower before it's too late. I've seen some people having some hyper stuff. I won't mention the company. I don't want to promote anything about that guy. Anyway, but some people had more hype stuff from Kelly, and it's not every strain that do a good crop over here. They may do a really big plant, but when there is a lot was it motorbet or gelato? I'm not sure. Anyway, there was one of those hype stuff that it wasn't good at all. It was like a bit too late that they really enter in full flower.
Right.
We have our new guest. Oh, who's that? I've accepted. Where is that?
Hmm.
2 people entering the room.
Hmm. Admit.
Oh, we have Gursky.
Thank you. Oh, $20? Or
No, I just buy it $6.
$10?
No, that's $10.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yo, Grosky, how's it going, brother?
Doing good. How about you?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Very. How's so formal? Wow. Did I see Canna was up in here too?
Yeah, Kanatai is here.
No shit. What's up, bro?
Swatty cut, my brother. How you been?
Fucking better now. Haven't heard your fucking awesome voice in a while, my friend. What's going on?
Same old thing, man. It's on a reset here. Finally back home and just on a reset. So, like literally. Huh?
What kind of reset?
Well, I spent
Yo, Grosky, how's it going, brother?
been about six
Doing
about
good. How
6
about you?
months.
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Very. How's so formal? Wow.
Can
got the
you
show on.
can you
What's up,
mute
Buck Logger?
your
You
side?
got some, yeah, you got some
Did I
sound
see
bleeding
Canna
through.
was up in here too?
Yeah, Kanatai is here.
No shit. What's up, bro?
Turn off your
Yeah.
speakers and use the sound from Zoom.
Haven't heard your fucking awesome
Yeah,
voice.
you're playing the YouTube video still in the background.
Yeah.
I sounded down a delay big time.
Yeah, I think they still have the video open from the podcast.
Oh,
Just
word.
audio on the YouTube playback to read chat, and it'll fix that. Welcome, Cut Block Bucket Tipper.
Cut
Yeah.
block.
They're muted.
He's the one that's bleeding back through. It's his speakers bleeding back through.
Yeah. We'll
No, that's
fix it.
fine. It just needs to mute the YouTube.
Yeah,
video.
you need to mute the YouTube and then just use the sound on Zoom.
And we can hear you. I'm sure you got
Betcha.
stuff to tell us.
Yeah, and then Kanata, you said you're resetting your room and getting things growing again, or what's up?
Yeah, well, based on me and my wife were in Bangkok for about 6 months on that feminized breeding project for those dudes from Amsterdam, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I remember.
Yeah, so
It's a pretty
yeah,
killer
so
cup
we
in there too.
we kicked rocks out of there, and that shit was finished. So now we're back here, and of course, you know, there was nothing going on here. So now I'm like basically
Yeah, that's fine. It just needs to mute the
on a reset, you know. Doing the freak whip up is the first thing. I'm hunting a bunch of freak shows, and the heirlooms are on their way, and some other freak hybrids and stuff like that. And then when it cools down here, I'll be pulling out more of the broadleaf stuff, some of Toad's gear and some of my OG hybrid or whip ups and my OG and all that. Once it cools down, it's too hot still.
Yeah. Which one of Toads did you have that you said? Which?
Oh man, he sent me a bunch of gear, man. I've got the Topanga Canyon, I've got the Ghost OG, I've got the Bubba, I've got a lot, man. Toad kicked down a lot. I got the GM, I got the Mudbone, I got the Mudbone process and all that stuff.
What's on here?
We can hear you.
Oh, cool. Zoom workplace, Zoom meeting. Which fucking one was this meeting?
Oh, you're on. You're good.
Am I
Yeah, you're
cool?
good now.
Good,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
We can
Andy,
see you have a nice
oh,
background.
God, here you go, buddy.
Yeah,
That's it.
you have a nice background. Is that your Christmas tree that you?
Yeah, I've been decorating. I've been decorating for the shows.
I like it.
Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Oh, and look at this. Dude, I found this fucking box with all some good shit. Look at this. Look at that poster, bro. That's old as fuck.
We don't see it well with your
Oh,
lightning.
no.
But...
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me get my fucking flashlight, bro. Hold up. I got you. Oh, there we go. Too bright. How's that?
Buddy guy. Nice.
Yeah, man. There's my workstation here. My little fucking hangout fucking man crib trailer slash. I call it the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, you showed me that the other night. I was laughing my ass, man. Mostly when you've dropped a couple seeds on the ground.
What? 600 beers, is that what you said?
No, when we were talking the other night and you've dropped 2 seeds on the ground, you were like, holy shit, I've dropped one and then the other.
Yeah, you're gonna get them. No, you can never do that, dude. Never, ever. Is it even when the dry sift screen, dude? You have to make sure there's no seeds on that shit, man. You end up contaminating shit.
Yeah.
You find that bag seed and it doesn't belong in that bag.
Yeah. Well, your bag seeds are not trash. That's what I can tell you.
No, fuck no. I spent good money on genetics, dude.
Yeah.
I've looked at it and picked the best of that shit, Yeah.
Oh, man.
So.
Yeah, you don't
know what it is.
Yeah, right.
See my buddy Iceni, dude? He doesn't give a fuck. He just looking for good shit. He just keeps if you saw his IG,
yeah, sure.
I did. A year and a half ago that was fucking to die for. He hasn't even looked at it again.
But most of his seeds, anyway, I won't go on it, but
yeah, I know. We're rambling on.
You can get through a lot of seeds.
Brother? I'm on TV.
Right, you are now. When you had that AK Durban flow.
Oh, dude, listen to this one. So fucking, Toad's going through a lot of bullshit right now, right? Toad, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm past. Fucking, he's gonna lose the house. Shit. The community needs to come together and help that motherfucker out. If anyone needs a lift up, it's him. He's earned his karma points, man. So I said, I got $500 for you, but how do I get it to you? And then they started talking about fucking 2003 AK-47. Yeah, dibs.
Yeah, well, I have to say that I've told you the other night, but we're in private. I'd say that genetic shown that there's a lot of years of work into that AK Flow Durban. Because
that sloppy battery of mine, the sloppy female end of my fucking power supply. She's being sloppy, dude.
So when some people were sharing a picture of their plant of AK Flow Durban, I don't know the fucking which order it being crossed, whatever, but each of those plants were looking like if they were a clone of each other, each of them. And you told me in private that you had green pheno isolate from it.
Different breeders.
No, but you had the breeder plant, you mean? But you had the pink purple bud, and you said that you had some that were more green. I've not seen the green one yet, but the
green came from the AK-47.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Durban was it like 2000, I think. The Durban came from Sensi, and it was all it looked like clones, man. It was early though, 3rd week of September. You could let it go, but I like sativa. You know what I mean? I don't want to let it run.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. That Durban was pretty early for a.
Yeah, very, very, very. That's why it was so popular back in the day, man.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
That's it. See, the shit that works stays around. You know what I mean?
I think it's important to at least tell to newer people, yes, the hyper stuff can be really nice, but if you're growing up in Canada, not everything works.
Sound is coming out the little fucking speaker on my fucking PC, and it's plugged into the TV. And I'm gonna end up fucking with it. It's gonna hang up or something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, say the new people that start to grow, they don't all know that the hyper stuff that they may heard in magazine or whatever, it's not always something that will finish well over here. They may do a big, huge plant, but they won't necessarily have a mature plant by the time they need to cut. And if they go ask to people that have more experience or people that go dig in history or whatever about that,
Yeah.
they'll know what work and focus their energy on that for outdoor.
I just heard you talking about fucking. It doesn't matter. It's when the plant fucking starts. Maybe 12
Yeah,
weeks.
exactly.
It doesn't matter. It's when the plant. Well, that's what you just summed that up in a different way, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
People don't realize there's indoor and outdoor, man. It's that simple. Back in the day, you said in and it said out, finish date. They don't do that anymore.
Well,
I don't fucking look at that bullshit no more. A fucking junkie up buy shit.
yeah, I remember at one point having a conversation online with a breeder in Holland, and he told me how late his thing was, and at one point say, "Hey, dude, I had some seeds from a guy in Canada that I will work on." And I won't mention the company. Maybe some people will know about it. But the when he made his hybrid, I was curious when he worked on it and all that, and it was because it was just a random conversation with him. It's like, oh, what you're working on, whatever, and what. And
Did he have good answers?
no, it was a really educated guy. Really, he know his thing. Okay, a lot more than I
He
could.
might be well educated, full of shit. Fuck.
No, but the thing that was interesting is how that now is on the market. That strain is on the market, and it been grown in Canada, but you've worked on it in Holland. But when I was looking at it, I was like, you know what? I got absolutely no interest, and I'm happy to not have buy it back then, because
Why though? Why? What was the?
why? Because it's not my type of weed, and to me, it's not the perfect strain for outdoor.
Yeah.
But it still go better outdoor than some of his other strain. And I was mentioning him how my favorite of his company wasn't even doing
I'm
anything
looking over
but
here because my
seeds.
screen's fucked on the piece.
There was like there was no harvest of bud to get done with one of the favorite stuff that I knew about his like one of his strains from his company. But the best was that we're still able to get seeds of that strain outdoor that were mature, but you had no buds on it. You had like just seeds if you want to make seeds, but it was only good for that to put them outdoor.
What was it? Rooted house? What was it? No buds.
No. That was an hybrid of a was it the Dalat cross with Super Silver Haze.
I was talking the other day about fucking bag seed. I'm old, right? I'm born in '65, man. That's the only way to get fucking seeds back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Half the bag came with seeds, and it was a blessing. Well, most people didn't see it that way. I fucking did.
Yeah, and the bag seeds were not arm accident back then. They were just mail that they've removed
in Jamaica,
a bit
they
late.
throwing in fucking tires and shit. Came up to St. Lawrence into Montreal and then down to fucking Toronto.
Montreal was a place where a lot of things was ending up back then.
Back in the day, dude, I don't know from what date to what, it was the place, man. It went from there down to New York for a long time.
Yeah, New York, Montreal. Like if people were having seeds in those places,
trucks loads.
yeah, and they were a lot more like people were keeping stuff that work outdoor. They were not keeping stuff that wasn't working outdoor back then.
Yeah, we didn't have lights back in the day, man. My first light was a fucking something I stole from a parking lot. It was a low pressure sodium. It's useless fucking spectrum, man. It's like, what am I doing wrong?
First light I've tried that was the sodium one was a low pressure sodium, and I was like, why the fuck is that orange?
Hey, dude, I just knew you get the lights from the parking lot. Someone told me that.
Yeah, the low pressure sodium were not as good.
High pressure. I learned, but it's a good lesson. And then from there, I went to fucking fluorescence. It was a garage sale. I bought like fucking 16 fucking 4-foot fluorescents.
Yeah. Yeah, the goal was to get enough fluorescent to get enough wattage to make something
No,
good, if I
The
can
goal was to
say.
get the fucking bud this far from the light.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool, man. It can even touch it.
I don't know if my mom still have picture of that, but we did that. Yeah, it was funny.
Well, I got a good story, dude. My first big grow, right? Perfect fucking house, perfect basement. Basement divided down to half, 2 rooms here and 1 room here. 3 fucking HPS. I don't know how many plants. 60 say. My goof brother. Why do I have that in front of your face? Hold on 1 second. My goof brother fucking. Oh, I got wicked seeds, man. Sends them to me. About 3 weeks in a flower, I see fucking the first herm. I spent fucking 5. Oh no, not even 3 weeks picking off herms all night long, man. It worked. Like it actually worked, dude.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fucking work, man. And there's no THC in the bud after it was all said and done.
That's another thing. Sometimes you had plants that were completely garbage in the same seed lot.
Yeah, there was no fucking Mark Emery, man. You know.
Yeah, but the thing of plucking male flower from your bud, I've seen that tip in high time, and I was always banging my head, being like, no, 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 don't. Kill that fucking shit, man. You're gonna spend an hour every day to look
I
at
do it
it.
all the time because I just want to look at it. So I'll top it and cut the end of the branches off to get a couple more weeks out of it, a few more weeks. You know, it's down to 2 branches. And it's, no, yeah, turfs aren't that good. I fucking fell in love with a TLK this year. It was limey as fuck. It was 3 times the size of every other fucking the other 100 fucking plants in the trays. 3 times the size. So I babied it. I fell in love with it. The structure was perfect Christmas tree, strong as fuck. I got PM real early. You fuck.
Another strain from California. Sorry,
Such
guys, but
it was such a. I didn't. This is the first year I've never really had PM since I've been here. But the botrytis, dude. Yeah, if there's chat right now. Hey, people, don't snap your fucking leaf stems at the stem. The botrytis starts there. Snap it at the end of the stem. Grow your thumbnail. All right, that's my piece.
oh, you mean go close to the branch
No.
to chop it?
Dude, I was snapping the leaf, right? The stem. At the
Okay.
stem. The leaf stem at the stem.
Yeah.
And all the botrytis started right there, dude. Because I wounded it, right?
Yeah.
And I always wonder, do you leave that little piece? Because that goes in.
Oh, and the abscission will be a bit like at fall
But
when you
botrytis this year was from fucking leaves I snapped at the stem.
That's another thing. When you do that on your plant, you already do that early in the season when it's still all dry, all good, and then
Yeah, I know, dude. I know.
yeah.
I had like fucking 6 plants in a pot, and I just wanted them all to get a little light so I could see, who is the best. I didn't want some big leafy motherfucker choking out the best herb,
Yeah. Uh, the picture that you had of
Nothing
your
to
angel
imagine.
breath when you were saying that the angel breath you've put it in July, it's a fucking full size plant that you have there.
Yeah, dude. It's oh man. They're still out, dude. I'm gonna let them go as long as possible. We're gonna document this shit. Oh, I fucked up, dude. J5, you know who that is, right? He's been giving me the gears about my fucking recording skills, right? My camera, $40 fucking camera, whatever, right? I'll figure it out. And fucking someone posted something of a beautiful sunflower with a beautiful bee up close, you know what I mean? Very intimate, you know what I mean? Like the best fucking biography on fucking bees. And he says, "Wow, your shit makes mine look like Agnes Beckett's working the camera." That was funny. So I fucking turned my camera up to fucking 4K or whatever, right? Oh, I can fix this shit. It didn't have that option, dude. But it had the option on the camera. It didn't work, you know what I mean? So I recorded all this beautiful shit, cutting it all down and shit. It was so fucking perfect and beautiful, man. Oh, that was heartbreaking, man. I was so proud of those plants, man. The Jilly Bean Muffin, oh. Todd McCormick's NL5, she fucking plumped up. Last 10 days, she fucking took the bomb. She knew she was about to die, man. She one last ever. You know what it was? It was the Miracle Grow. It was that blue juice, man. It liked that bump. That's right, people. He said it. Miracle Grow, blue juice.
I
If
just
your
seen
plants are starving, don't be afraid of a little salt.
Kutus in the chat. He was asking, "What is Agnes?" Agnes is your mom.
Scottish. Tell him Scottish.
Yeah,
Born in
but
Glasgow.
Agnes
Tell him
Bickett.
born in Glasgow. Hey, Wes, what's up, brother?
What's up?
You all right?
Yeah, man.
Fish looking good, man.
They are. There's lots of them in there. We had a brood of Jack Dempsey's had little ones in there, so there's about fucking 60 new fish in there.
Yeah, did they eat them? Yeah. Eh?
No. There are lots of them. Lots of them made it through.
Yeah, I bet you if you didn't feed them, they would.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a joke.
Yeah, but
You do any outdoor, Wes? No? You want me to send you some Mephistos? It makes good hash. You can use it as a cover crop.
it's dope.
Yep. That little tumbler of yours, man. That cover crop will go in there nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one thing Mephisto had was fucking THC, man. That's the one thing it had. You know, it's like everything else was a 7, but the THC was on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you some if you want to send you whatever I got. Because that's cool.
Mephistos had some good shit back in the
Yeah,
day.
dude, I paid $20 a seed, eh? That shit's fucking costly. Now I got 1 million of those fuckers. Who wants them? Love for the plant, man. I need some karma points.
Did you cross it? How did you reproduce them? Did you use silver thiosulfate to?
Yeah, the liquid stuff. The liquid stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, the
Reverse
liquid
one of
stuff's the
them.
shit, dude. All you do is spray it twice. You probably do it once, bro. But I fucked up and I sprayed too much. All I needed was a couple of branches, man, not the whole fucking plant. This plant and that plant. But you know what happened though? Yeah, see the pre-flowers on the big plants?
Yeah.
They had the perfect 2 fucking seeds all the way up, man. Yeah, that was nice. Just once I saw them, right, you fucking right in there, getting every one. So, the library just went whoop. I hit the TLK 21 with the Marley's Grin, which is a 70% sativa, I believe. What else I hit? I hit a bunch of shit, dude. You know, you got these males, you just walk around with it, you know what I mean? Touch it to shit. Everything that fucking pre-flowered when I put it out, you know those fucking bitches? You put them out and they go right into flower. They got hit. You want to be a bitch? Here you go. I know I'm too much, eh, Wes?
No, man, no, it's good
I
having
change
you.
my name to Too Much. Do you think I should use a 2? The number? Too Much.
I don't think you're too much. If
fucking
people
am, dude.
cannot handle, it's their thing, right?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm telling you, you're supposed to be here. You hear on the TV. It's fucking my shit's fucked. Sorry, go ahead, bud. One more
I
time,
say
please.
that I don't think you're too much. I just think that if people cannot handle, it's their problem. They have to deal
right.
with who you
Yeah,
are.
yeah. No, I that was a joke.
No, I know. Well,
Yeah,
I
but
take it as a
that was
joke too.
for me though.
And I will always say that, you know, I'm sorry. My mom always told me that she don't take a return to the factory. So if you're not happy with the default,
Are you a mama's boy?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right, brother. Of course you are, man. We're supposed to be.
Well,
That's who we're
always,
supposed to love, man. Our mamas.
I will always pay respect to the fact that my mom had a good sense of humor for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I was supposed to be on Rick's show tonight, right? Right.
Okay.
It's late by about 4 minutes or something, and my internet just fucking. My internet's always pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Nothing, bro. And I turned off every other thing in the house. My internet was nothing, dude. But my mom's sitting here fucking waving to people and fucking there was some chick on there, I can't remember her name. Oh, and I shouldn't say this. Oh no, she's like, what's her fucking problem? My mom's, look at her face. It's like, Mom, I think we can hear you. Oh, I'm an asshole, dude. Okay. They can hear you. You can't say stuff like that. What's her problem? Look at her. Yeah, I tried to go on fucking Tony's show, man. Same thing. Bullshit. Now here we are. How the fuck does that work?
I don't know, man.
Worst internet I've ever seen since I've been here, man. And we pay for the best shit there is. Fucking pigs, man. Don't get me started. Oh, you
I've seen that.
Pardon, what's
Not
up?
as good as your dad at the cop shop. Not as good as that. I'll tell you a good story. Okay, so the bell guy, I phoned the bell guy, my fucking internet shit, right? Bell guy comes in. I'm transplanting peppers and tomatoes. I got like a dozen of each trays. And wow, are those for sale? You want some? See, we just bought a hobby farm down the road. Here's a tray of this and a tray of that. So he owes me, right? So we're in the house. He's looking at the internet. He's 2 feet away from the router. Going, it's funny. I'm losing half the speed from there to here. This ain't fucking right. I'm gonna go climb up on the pole. So he goes, climbs up on the pole. He comes back to the house and he goes, "Have you been in trouble with the police?" My whole fucking life, dude. What's up? Why don't whisper? You have a little black box on your line. I've only ever heard of them. They're for real-time monitoring. Real talk, bro. So when I say my internet's fucked, it turns off sometimes like that. I was showing my buddy my new sled. And when I went to show him the fucking, it's just turned around and shut down. You fucking assholes.
Yeah.
You guys want to see my new sled?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'll look for the
man.
sled.
Yeah, man. Dude, who wants to go sled? Come see me. I got 2. All right. Thanks for saying yes, Wes. Oh, we're going to play Name the Price. Whoever names the price the closest gets an ounce of weed. Here we go, mofo. Bring my beer and the smoke. Yeah. You guys can wait a second, right? Thanks for having me, man. You guys are great. Mushrooms are good for you people. RSO. All right, where was it? Last night. Oh.
Yeah,
Alright,
Wes, we've played that game the other day. He was showing me stuff. He was like, okay, which one is how much weight? And
Guessing the hash. Oh, you see the piece I got today? I meant to show you. Oh, it's beautiful, man. 1 bounce. 1 bounce, man. All right, here we go. Okay, so my screen's fucked up here, so I can't see shit. You wanna scare my fucking my guy living in my trailer park too?
Probably not. Oh, poor fella's just sleeping, man. Leave him alone.
I thought you called me, man. You didn't call me?
I guess he's jamming there.
I seen some Yamaha there.
Yeah.
Oh, you are cool.
Okay, there you're back.
Yeah, we're there. Dang.
That's sexy, huh?
Yeah, that looked fast.
That's savage right there. That's savage. You know why? You know when I knew I was gonna buy it? When the guy leaned over and went like this. He leaned over and went, fucking dirty.
Yeah, that looks like a
Yeah.
look at the muffler in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You want to hear it? You want to hear it?
I'm not sure your
No,
neighbor
the
will
guy's
like it.
sleeping right next to there, so no.
Fucking hell, man.
That poor fellow, we already disturbed his sleep one time.
Holy
Well,
Wes,
we
I'm saying
believe you.
Jim
We
was in
believe you.
the
I look. I know any of them Yamahas. That's a big 1,000 at least there. So that thing is gonna sound beautiful when it sounds up. It sounds starts up. It can sound like a jet plane.
yeah. I've seen that Jim was in the chat earlier.
Oh, coot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've seen what is Agnes. This is cool, by the way. Test. That's all I've seen of him.
I don't blame
SDF.
him. He's probably as tired as I was when they saw the show starting.
Oh, Agnes came out. Oh,
Oh no, we lost him. We lost the entertainment.
fucking shit.
That
Well,
guy with some high energy. I like him. He's
well,
welcome back anytime.
yeah, but there's always something funny with him. Like when I was saying, we were talking the other day, and he was like showing me the first bounce, like you just said. He's like collecting it and making it in front of me, like, okay, how much it is? Look at that. How much? How much you think there is? And he drop it on the balance because if play with me, so he's like, I think it's that. I'm like, I think it's between this and that, and he put it on the scale, and he's like, at one point, one of them, if guessed exactly what was the weight, if not weighted before. I was looking at him, and if weight exactly the weight, and I was at 0.5 difference. So he said, dude, I think you're close on that one. Let's try another one. He tried another one, and I was like, I think you have half an ounce. I'm like, no, wait a minute. It's too shiny. It look way more dense. And I'm like, yeah, you have a good ounce on it. 30 gram. Damn it. I'm at 2 gram difference. So I was always super close, but not exactly on it. And another shot, he make me guess again, and I had it right. So I think I've had it 1 on 3. So it's not too bad, but uh, yeah, it's always funny to have people to say, "Oh, how much you think that piece of ash weight?" Because unless you've seen some ash in your life, you will maybe get some trouble to know how much it weighed. But when you've shown me the shiny black ball, I wasn't expecting it was that much. I mean, if you would have thrown that ball in a window, it would have sure break that window. It was shiny and dense as fuck. So yeah, it's just funny because when you have the rosin press, you can use it to press your ash and make it more like a press ash of back then, whatever, and it make the ash super shiny, man. If just, I don't think if overheated, but after that, if put it in the oven and roll it again, like really low in the oven to decarb it and make it really dense. So that just is personal stash, guys. So it was just funny. But yeah, the AK flow doorband that our friend had some breeding done of it years ago. Have It's one of those things that have, when people, oh, do you have that type of phenome? No, 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 dude. Every of these freaking plants were the same. I've seen different plants from different people that had it through the year, and it always looked like they had a clone of it. If they would not say they started seeds, I would have guessed it's the same plant. It was impressive for that. So that it's maybe not always the goal of breeding, but yeah, it's impressive. So yeah, we've seen that Kanatai have left a bit earlier, Gursky too.
Yeah,
Start to be.
Perhaps it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, I think it is. It started to be late over here out east. I'll look a bit on the
It was
chat. What
good
do we have
talking to
here?
you. It was it was fun. It was fun fucking hanging with a buddy there. He was super high energy. I enjoyed him. That's good.
I usually
Potent.
say that whatever he paid, it's 900 too much. On the Yamaha. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, okay, okay. I've invited my friends, so if one of them don't get why there's French in the chat, because that's one of my friends. She said, "Oh, Eskido, he leave it in the, in the driveway on top of it." Well, that's okay. That's really a joke over here. That because there's a really famous humorist that made a comic album, whatever audio comic album, and there is a iconic sentence where the guy in the thing he called the shop, the Skidoo shop, and he's like, "Hey, Skidoo, can you leave it in the driveway?" So maybe people that speak English won't get that one, but everyone over here will get that there's a really big difference, and that's why my friend was laughing that much. She was like, "What? A skidoo in the driveway?" But yeah, when you live in Canada, you have a skidoo in your driveway, right? That's for sure. I don't have a skidoo in my driveway, but the other day I've got one of my friend asking if I had a skidoo, and I said, "No, I have a snowboard. It's easier on gas." I'm sorry, I'm
That
broke.
it is. That it is.
Yeah. I hope that people had good fun tonight, man. I always enjoy to have some of those guests that we don't expect them before, and always cool. Yeah, always cool. What was that thing?
You hit the like and subscribe buttons.
All right. Oh, wait.
Have a good night, guys.
Cheers.
Peace.